Hey everybody, Lead Farmer 73 here, and I just saw something and I said, let me check it out. Remember when I was telling you how to save your fruit trees by putting a splint in it and wrapping it up and leaving it alone? It'll heal back over. Let me show you. This is one of my pecan trees that I dug up and moved. Let me show you what it looked like. I just pulled this loose. Lead Farmer 73. Remember I was telling you guys when you break one of your fruit trees or you had too much fruit on it and it snapped, how to put a splint on it, like a piece of wood, tape it around there and just leave it alone for a while. If you do that, it'll heal over. Well, I did that on one of my pecan trees. The wind whipped it when it was really small and I put a splint on it. Let me show you what it looked like. Check it out. It healed over, and I'm gonna show you how bad this break was. This black stuff is some tar I said that I used to use to spray tar crap. I'll never use it again. But as you can see, I'm gonna show you where the break was. It literally was hanging by the bark. It was all the way flipped over. Lady Lead called me at work and told me about it. And when I got home, I flipped it back up. That's why this is so terrible, because I couldn't fit those back together. But as you see, that was last year. I picked it back up and put it back together the best I could and put a long stick straight up like this and taped it around up here, taped it around down. You can still see where the tape I took off. Taped it around down here and taped all of this around here. And as you can see, look, it's healed back over. So I said, well, you know what? Nobody ever saw the results of that. So what I'm going to show you now is, remember, one of my Fuyu persimmons had so much fruit. Last summer, I came home and it was one of the big ones, not Bonita, but it was one of the newer big ones. It was loaded with so much fruit on one branch, it literally broke. And I did the same thing. So I figure, why not take y'all with me and let's go see how it turned out. It's been, let me see, that pecan tree definitely been a year. So this been since last summer. So it's been well over 6 months. So I'm gonna do this with you guys, okay? I don't know what this looks like. We're gonna unwrap this together and see how it turned out. I'm gonna back up a little bit just so you can see me take those. You see I got the big stick here holding it up, and I got a splint right here. Let me get closer. This wasn't nothing but an old painter's stick, you know, to stir your paint up when you get home. So okay, let's check this out. Little electrical tape. I had this thing rigged up. I love my zip ties, so I'm gonna try to save them. When I go to Harbor Freight, I always pick up zip ties. A gardener can never have too many. I'm gonna sacrifice one or two, just for the sake of the. That was a dead branch. So I'll worry about that later. This is what we're really worried about right here. Okay, let me turn you around so I can make sure you can see what I see. All right. I'm gonna move this. That's a big piece of bamboo. So far, it's standing straight up by itself. That's a plus already. Let's get rid of this splint. Now, if this didn't take, all I'm gonna do is just cut this tree off and let it grow the way it's gonna grow. But I got a feeling it did just fine. You see that? Take that off right there. There's some stuff living up under there. Okay, so far so good, y'all. That electrical tape ain't no joke. That's why I always use it on my grafts and everything else. It worked better than all that expensive tape that you can buy for grafting and stuff. Ugh, I don't know what kind of spider that was, but I don't want to find out. So let's do this. See if y'all can get up close with me. Come on, take your clothes off. I can see it. Look, that's the top of the split right there. Wait, where am I? That's the top of the split. That's where I put the wax. All right, let's be back up so I can get all in there. Get in the groove. Okay. So far, so good, y'all. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your eyes crossed. Your butt cheeks crossed. Ha ha. Don't call it a comeback. Now, y'all saw this broke in that old video from last summer. Ha. Now, zoom. Now it worked. Check it out, up close. It worked, you guys. You don't even know where it broke. This is a piece right here. That's a flap right there where it was broke over. It was broke bad too. That thing had so much fruit. Broke all up and down here under that wax. That's some of my beeswax that I make, my little hookup. It ain't nothing but beeswax and coconut oil mixed together to make it smooth like that. It worked like a charm, y'all. So, again, if you break your fruit branch, oh, there, you can really see it right there. See it? See it over here? It all mended back together and pushed that wax out. See that? It's healed. Heal! So there you go, you guys. Let's get a wide shot of that. That's what it used. That whole branch. Let me see. Yeah, that whole branch right there. See that? Was broke down and on the ground, literally. I came home. Lady Leg called me on that one too. Bam. Got home and did the best I could do, and here we go. So, I'm not gonna let it hold so much fruit this year. So I'm gonna probably pull a lot of that fruit out. I want that to heal over, because that's a good looking tree. So, just so y'all know, y'all was with me when it broke. Y'all was with me when I mended it, and now y'all with me when we see it healed over. I'm taking this off for the first time with y'all. That didn't work out too bad, did it? So don't give up on your fruit trees. If you break a branch and it's still holding on to that cambium layer anywhere, that's how strong that cambium layer is, just like your veins and your arteries. That stuff is strong. It's pumping all the juices back and forth. So don't give up on your branch. Pick it up, put a splint on it, just like a broken bone. Tape it up, wrap it up, just like a broken arm, and leave it alone for a while, and don't move it. And you know what? I left one thing out. I left the fruit on there. I harvested the fruit off of that too. I didn't take the fruit off because I was being greedy. But I left the fruit on too. If I would have took the fruit off, it would have even looked better than that. But I mean, you can't beat that. So, just FYI, you guys, don't give up on your fruit trees, even when you break a branch. I had a couple out here. Now, I ain't gonna count the one on Bonita. A squirrel sat on that one. But the one on the Saturn Peach over there, that was just too heavy. That was a branch, you know what I'm saying? So it worked. It worked. So don't give up on your fruit trees. If you break a fruit branch, pick it up, splint it up, wrap it up, and leave it alone. And take the fruit off, just to give it a better heads up. All right, Lead Farmer 73, thanks for coming with me. We did it again. I love you, and I'm out.